Today on the channel, it's Morphin time! Again with the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Remastered Lightning Collection, Red Ranger.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Lightning Collection Remastered unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the leader, I guess depending who you ask, of the Power Rangers. We got the Red Ranger, Jason. But for all your Red Ranger needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up DJC Collectibles. Use 8 off DJC to save 8% off your entire order. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's take a look at that old familiar Power Ranger packaging. We're used to this packaging by now. And all things considered, it is plastic free, as we can see with our own two eyes right here. But it does look pretty good. I think this is a nice packaging design. Not quite as good as the G.I. Joe Classified line, but I do think there's some bits and elements that I do like of this. You see what you got right here in the front. You got a little bit of the graphics, or what is it? Effect pieces, not graphics. What am I talking about? Effect pieces down here in the Red Ranger. Little glamour shot over there. That's who we got here. It's Morphin time for real on the side, and then on the other side, 30th anniversary. And of course, you got that rest of that Ranger team we've unboxed, or will unbox all of these on the channel. After this one's done, I just got the Green Ranger left, so stay tuned for that one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, all that kind of fun stuff. But looking good over there. And then on the back of the package, look at that. We get some glamour shots. We get the listing of everything we have. And we got all that jibber-jabber at the bottom. 30th anniversary at the very top. Jason Lee Scott. He is green no more. That is for sure. So, an interesting one. See you later. Goodbye. And as we know, he was pretty much the leader, I would say, until the Green Ranger came, later the White Ranger. See you later. Goodbye. You know, the whole White Ranger saga, Green Ranger sagas, things like that. And he kind of took a back seat to that. And that makes sense. It makes sense. Everybody's favorite was the Green Ranger, unless your favorite was the blue, black, pink, or yellow. So there you go. The more you know. The more you know, folks. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Well, oh no! Are you kidding me? Get out of here. What are we doing? He's broken out of the package. This better be fixable. If this isn't fixable, oh my gosh. Hasbro, you're going to get a stern letter. Just like my grandma used to write. That's what's going to happen. This is, I'm boiling. I'm hot. Ooh, I'm hot. Pop in there. Go back together. Oh my gosh, I don't know here. I think it's going back in, but I might have to heat it up or move it around a little bit. But my heart sank, my stomach dropped. I had a stroke. I think it caught it about for 2 seconds on the camera. My eyes went dim. I stroked out a little bit. Just a real bad day at the review office right here. But it did go back in. Did it go back in? I don't know. Hasbro, what are we doing? I don't know about this quality control. I think if I heat it up, though, it will go back in. It goes in close enough, and we'll call it close enough for now, but I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm not a happy camper. That should not be happening, but I always walk it back, and we've had a few times where things have broken on the channel. I walk it back because anything mass-produced, I don't care if we're talking clothing, action figures, food, there's always going to be a bad apple in the bunch somewhere, and it's very unfortunate when you, yes you, sitting back there, or myself, get one of these bad apples, but man, oh man, that's never a good day at the office, that is for sure. But it does seem to go back on. I'll be very interested to see if anybody else has this quality control. I mean, this could be all of them for all I know. It does stay on there. It just looks a little bit goofy and it just comes right back out. So I think I'm going to have to hit up Hasbro and say, Hasbro, this is unacceptable. Very unacceptable here. This is not going to work for me. Oh, disappointment. Hard times and disappointment is what we got going on right there. But maybe some heat might help that out a little bit. But I don't have any problems on the other side. So I don't know. I'd be interested to hear you guys out there. If you got the Red Ranger, let me know if you're having that problem with the right leg. So we're gonna investigate a little bit more here. But let's get through these accessories before we get too far off the rails. See you later. Goodbye. Oh, I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm like a young wildfire Tommy Rich. Somebody say something about getting fired up. That's me. I'm fired up right now. But we do got the Lightning Collection effects. Seen him before. See him again. We see him with every single Ranger here. It is what it is. So, nice dark red on these two. A little darker. I think they should probably went a little lighter on that color, but it's all right at the end of the day. We do get the Ranger weapons here. You get the little dagger. You do get the little blaster. Everybody had a blaster. We know that. And then you do got the little, what do they ever call this one here? A little pistol? I don't know. But they're all the same. We've seen it with every single Ranger. Makes sense. Get the most out of your molds, but all the Rangers did have one of these. So, got that going on. Of course, you do got the Morpher here. It's T-Rex time. It's truly Morphin time. Do have these. It'd be a cool look to have them all displayed, kind of giving you one of those. That's something you could do. That's always an option, so we do have that. Then we get down to the hands department. It looks like we got gripping hands out of the package. We get a splayed out hand. We get 2 Fists of Fury. Got to have the Fists of Fury here. And then you got the kind of like tiger paw punch. Bam, right in the chest on somebody. You got one of those as well. And then you got his big old sword here, always looking good, very iconic. Got the red going on against the silver blade with the sculpting inside the blade, and then you got the ornate handle on this one with the gold and the black, and then the red on the end to bring it all back home, like young Bob Dylan in the red right here. So you do got his sword, very, very iconic. And of course, this one's interesting as he does have the dragon shield. Now, choose your own adventure. Do you want the dragon shield or do you not want the dragon shield? And wait a minute, am I missing his head? Where's Jason's head? Are you kidding me? Is this thing really this far off the rails? Has it went this far off the rails? Is this a true story? Is this a true story? Hold on. I'm going to take this offline. I'm going to look in this box. I'm going to look in this stuff. I don't think I had a head. So hold on. Stay tuned. And we're back. And now this is where the conspiracy. I'm calling Jesse Ventura. Jesse, do your thing.
I wonder if they're watching your every move. Cell phones, internet, surveillance. Think about it.
It's extremely interesting here, and this really defeats my whole purpose of what I was getting this collection for. This is some heartache and disappointment, as I am looking at the box here, and he does not come with his human head here. Jason Lee Scott, Green No More, but there is no human head with this one. All the other ones have came with their human heads except Jason. And what the heck is going on here? And I truly think there is a conspiracy. And my guess, my gut says he went through that legal trouble. Was that about a year ago? What is time? Legal trouble. And I don't know if he had to go to jail. I don't know where it has went. He was supposed to be at a Comic-Con I was attending that very weekend when that news broke. Surprise, surprise, he did not go to that Comic-Con. And I wonder if they didn't want to use his head. Is that possible? Is that the reason for no head sculpt on this? But man, this one's really fallen off the rails. See you later. I gotta say, the quality control issues, always disappointing, be disappointing for anybody. But now it really throws out my whole reason for getting this Ranger set, is I wanted the regular head for Jason so I could display them all with their regular heads. Now I cannot do that. I guess I'll have to go back and get a head from one of the other ones. Man, it's just a tough time. This is a tough video. This is a tough one to get through, but you know what? We're going to power through, because you should always finish what you started. It's a life lesson. We learned it at a young age. I learned it at a young age. We're going to power through this review, but I'm awfully disappointed in this figure and a lot of reasons that we just mentioned. But let's go. Let's try to get through this one. We do get the iconic Ranger helmet in red. You got the 2 black eyes at the top. Big old visor looking good. Silver at the mouth. Definitely looks like the Red Ranger. What you think of as a helmet for the Red Ranger. Now you got the Dragon Shield, and I did say Dragon Shield is removable. So if you want to take that off, you can easily do that. It is truly choose your own adventure at the end of the day. He does got the gold armbands as well. You can slide those off. They're up around the bicep, of course. Looking good, though. The gold looks good on the old Dragon Shield. I'm definitely here for that. No problems with it. Of course, you got the iconic red gear with the white all over. You got the holster on the side, the Morpher on the belt. Usual things you think of when you think of the Red Ranger, so no issues here on that. Of course, articulation. His arms are going to go all the way around. You get the butterfly shoulders, bicep cut, double jointed, pinless elbows, playing a lot of hits right here. Hands removable, back, forth, up and down, side to side. Same thing with the head, back, forth, up, down, side to side. You do get the ab crunch and the hula hoop at the top, so all kinds of extra articulation there. We're going to do the splits, and is the leg going to fall off when I do the splits? What are we doing? What are we doing, Red Ranger? You just broke my heart. Broke my heart into as many pieces as his leg is. So we kind of should get that. We should get the drop-down hips as well. We do got the thigh cut, double jointed knee. Notice I'm working on this other leg, and it makes sense. Boot cut, side to side, back and forth. Legs up and down, or I should say ankles up and down, side to side, all that kind of fun stuff. Does he fit on a Ringside Collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at Ringside Collectibles. And he does fit. Of course, those stands are out of stock right now, the Mattel stands. They should have some more in stock sooner rather than later. But he does work on the stand if need be. But gotta say, very, very frustrating figure here. Easily the most frustrating figure I've ever had from the Lightning collection. Quality issues might not be for everybody. That could just be for me. But very frustrated about that lack of a head sculpt, which really throws off this whole collection for me. So now I gotta reassess my life a little bit on this one here. But for what it is, if your leg is good, it is a paint-by-numbers Red Ranger. This is what you need in your Red Ranger collection. I think we would all like to have a human head in this as well. We need Jason represented in both forms with the helmet on and the helmet off. Just not in the cards this go around. I'd be interested to find out the reason for that, and I wonder if it's because of what I talked about in this very video. But definitely a frustrating one. One of the all-time most frustrating videos I've had in quite some time, but it is what it is. That's the way the old cookie crumbles. But there it is, the Red Ranger. What are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know about your leg on yours if you were all good, or if I'm just an isolated incident. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and the other YouTube channel. We got 2 YouTube channels going right now, Kyle Peterson 2.0 and the regular Kyle Peterson channel. We got videos on both of them, so stay tuned. Make sure you do subscribe to each one of those. Don't forget to like this video, and of course, don't forget about the Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support the channel and all the content it does bring. We got videos every single day over on Patreon, as you guys know. Plenty of bonus content over there. A lot going on at all times on the Patreon. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for a disappointing Red Ranger, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.